Hey look, it's my face! I obviously haven't filmed in a while, haven't posted a video in about a month. And the last video I made was talking about how I'm still around. I was planning on making videos a lot more often, but then things happened. I moved, so I'm in a new apartment, which you can half see behind me. And yes, that is why I haven't really been around as much lately. I also, before, was using a different camera to film my videos. I really don't have a nice camera, and I was using something else that belongs to my partner that I can't always use. I don't really want to do that anymore, so I am just using the camera on my phone, obviously. There you go. I want to make videos more often. I want to try and make a video once a week, like I was doing when I very first started, and I really miss creating these. And I think that me worrying so much about the quality of the camera versus the quality of my videos was making me a little stressed out about the videos and making me like them a little less, like the process of making videos less, because I had to wait for a specific time to have that camera, and then whenever I had that camera I didn't necessarily want to film. But now I'm just going to be using the camera on my phone, and I can do it whenever I like, so when I actually want to film and have things to talk about, I can just whip out my camera and film. And it may not be the best camera in the world, but my videos I think will be better for it. So that is what I'm going to be doing. But anyway, yes, I have moved. Much larger apartment. When we moved, it kind of made me realize the type of person I am is that we moved in the span of 2 days. Leading up to the move, I was out of my mind. Like, it hadn't clicked yet. I hadn't, like, fully processed that we were moving all of our things. So literally in the span of a week, I got everything taken care of. I got a mover set up, I got a moving van. I, like, arranged all of our bills and, what's the word? Utilities to be transferred over, and in the span of 1 week. And then, and then in one day, we packed everything that we owned. And the very next day we got up really early and we moved all of it over here. And once we did that, I was done, like, mentally, and just, I was completely done. So we didn't actually start unpacking for a few days. And we still have a few things left to unpack, which is very unlike me. But it made me realize that over the years I've been changing as a person, because before, like years ago, that would have driven me nuts. I wouldn't have let myself stop. I would have just kept going until it all got done. I'm really glad that I think I've grown a little over the past several years in recognizing that I need to slow down sometimes and just enjoy things and take my time. It actually turned out after we moved, like very shortly after, either the day after we actually moved in here or the day after that, I ended up with a cold because I just overexerted myself and my immune system was like, oh, look what you did. Fact about me, every year, maybe 4 to 5 times a year, not like all at once, but ranging out, different days, I will have one entire day, where I will wake up, and from the beginning of that day to the end of that day, I will sneeze. So many sneezes, and I'm one of those people who doesn't ever sneeze just once. I sneeze an average of 7 times in a row, typically. It happens just randomly throughout the year. I will have one whole day where the day before I'm fine, the day after, perfectly fine, but that one day, my immune system's like, okay, this is gonna be the day. We've done really well for the rest of this year, so you have to put up with all of these sneezes for one day, and every time, without fail, my nose turns bright red because I rub it so much, like blowing my nose. And then for like a couple days afterwards, I am a reindeer, and my nose is all chapped, and I have to rub chapstick on it, and then people are like, why is your nose all oily and gross? And I'm like, because I'm glad that I didn't push myself more and unpack everything right after we moved in. I'd be really glad if anyone is interested in doing an apartment tour. We'll do a little bit of the stranger things that are in our apartment, including, well, I'll show you one of them right now. How about that? Here. Okay. This isn't mine, and I grudgingly accept the fact that I will have it in my home forever for the rest of my life. Yeah. If you guys have any moving stories of your own, please share with me. I'd like to know if you have any tips, especially. I'm not planning on moving out of this apartment for hopefully the next several years, but eventually it will happen, and I think I could use some tips. If you have any moving stories, especially, I'd love to know those. I don't think we had anything really odd happen during this move. Not really. So, yeah, I don't really have any stories for that. Before, oh god, this will be a really long video if I share that story. Let's just say I moved from Pennsylvania to Oklahoma with my partner. It took us 3 days. 3 days to drive down here in my little Kia. Share with me your stories, I'd love to know them, and also share with me if you ever have any weird health things that happen to you during the year, like if you always get colds at a certain time of the year, or if just random crap happens to you, like if you have a day where you sneeze the whole day. I know my sister always, a couple times a year when the seasons change, she will just lose her voice. She cannot talk for like a week every year. So if you have anything that happens to you like that, please let me know, because I'm curious. I like knowing the weird intricacies of the human body. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video, which will be sooner than a month, I promise.